Good afternoon, everybody. Today is March 21st, 2019. It's 57 degrees out, but feels like 59 here in sunny North Idaho. It has been sunny and absolutely gorgeous this last week, and the snow is melting like crazy. Hope you all are having a good week, and I hope you enjoy the video. And I'm Jody with Moose Flats Farms. Well, this evening I'm trying to tame and water my indoor jungle garden. Take you guys along and show you what all is involved. So when I water the big pot here, that's the in-ground pot, it's done by the 4-gallon blue bucket, and then I do have a small watering can for my smaller pots. The yucca cane is going to be subdivided this spring into two, so we'll have this one in one pot and that one in another. Thinking about cutting at least 3 of those really tall ones off just to make it a little more compact. And there's the big pot again. Pruned back this lemon, and as you see, it is completely covered with new growth. The pineapple had a mishap with the cats. They dumped it out, but I found it and got it replanted, and it's still doing good. The immortal herb is what it is. I think it just needs to get outside. It doesn't like to be heavily watered. It kind of damped back, but my avocado is doing good. It's got 3 real leaves on it. My jasmine vine is just kind of there. Yeti or Maverick has been sleeping on it, but it's one of those, if it lives, it lives. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not really out anything. But I took the 2 big ivies because we're at that time of year that it is next to impossible to keep them watered. And that is my 2 big ivies in the kitchen sink. I was going to give them a bath, but like I said on a previous video, the elephant, so it was just easier to soak them in the sink. And I'll show you the bathtub where I shook out all the dead leaves. Hence the reason the vacuum, so I can clean up the tub before people get home and want to take a bath. And there's that palm. Needs a little cleanup and a little soaking. Just one of those hard this time of year to keep everything damp, but that's the mess I get to clean up from shaking out those 2 ivy plants. So gonna come back out here and vacuum out the bathtub and start watering my plants. So I'm gonna kind of rearrange the plants and do some watering and get the ivy hung back up. Gonna take the jasmine vine and the palm that's in the bathroom and give them a good soak in the bathtub. Found the third of the avocado that the cats had knocked off when they tried to kill it the last time. So here's the one of the ivies. Oh, it's been soaking in the kitchen sink for about 2 hours now. It's just so hard this time of year to keep them dry. Watch out, Skitty. And I'll have to get that third one down in the sink, but need to get the drip tray on the second one. I'll show you how much fun that is. Cleanup number 2. Oh! And I do have these handy dandy little drip pots that I hang off with zip ties because they're not long enough to connect to the pot itself. And I lucked out this time when I put this one down. All the zip ties lined up. I just have to find it in the ivy. And that's the ivy repotted. Let me go hang it and I'll show you the mess that I got to clean up. So there's the water puddle and leaves that I gotta clean up before it soaks into the floor. But here's number 3, and he's the one that doesn't have a drip tray because he just leaks right into the lemon pot, but he's not dried out like the others. So we'll give him a little drink, clean up the mess, and then continue watering. So here's those two guys sitting in the bathtub getting a soak. Gonna do a little cleanup on this palm and hope that guy makes it till spring so he can go outside and become amazing. Fingers crossed. So now becomes the bucket brigade of getting everything else watered. And I have to do this at least on the lime and lemon twice a week. It becomes so much easier in the summertime when I can just crack a window open and drag the garden hose in. How many people have a pot in their house that they have to water with a garden hose? I think Dave, John, and I are a little crazy. What a jungle. Now I'm going to do a little hand watering, or small pot watering. Give the lemon or lime, I can't remember which one it is, a couple scoops of water, and then check everyone else, see if they need any. Put my fancy cover back on the light so it's not shining right in your eyes. Have to give my little palms a little bit of water, but they're not doing bad. That guy, the lemon looks good. Give the avocado a little. And the pineapple. And go get the other stuff out of the bathroom. So gave the medium-sized palm a haircut. He's gonna go right here for now. Now I just gotta go get the jasmine vine, but I have to remember that where I'm putting it is a little smaller tray, so it will have to come out of there every time I water it. Whoa. Well, I was going to move the jasmine and the immortal herb, swap them, but the jasmine plant will not fit in that tray, and now the immortal herb is really buried from the light because of the ivy. So I'll be swapping them back. Whoa. Okay, now everybody fits, and better pull this out or we'll be lost when we go to vacuum. So there's everybody in their new home, all watered. Have the immortal herb or the jasmine vine around the corner there. Pineapple, the immortal herb, the avocado. The new spot for the lemon lime. And the new spot for the medium size palm. And my little tiny ivy plants that I have going. So everybody's watered. So I don't know how long this is going to show on video that it took to water, but typically when I water it's between 30 and 40 minutes. So I think I'm going to cut those long fronds off that. They're not getting enough light right now, not doing that good. Stick them in a bucket, see if they root. If they do, we have more yucca cane. If they don't, I know it will put off new growth, because 2 years ago it looked like it was on its way out dying, and then in the spring we started noticing little green nubs that have filled in. I know it looks kind of sad this time of year, but by June it looks absolutely awesome. It loves being outside and getting all the water it can possibly get. So I'm just going to cut for now these 3 canes. And as you can see, this one, because it, even though we have a plant light on it, this is growing above the plant light and just really anemic, not looking well. And if I was able to take it out into the sun right now, with it being that anemic, it would just burn it. So I'd wind up having to cut it out anyways. I hope David John forgives me. But we did discuss it last night, and he's the one that brought it up to trim them down. This one still on the anemic side, so I think it's going to be the best for the tree. I know, how many people have a tree in their living room? But yeah, even though this one looks really good, really anemic right there. So it's not going to hurt it. It will most likely on those canes send out new growth, which will make it nice and full. So those other tall ones I'm just going to leave for now. Probably next year we'll trim out. We'll just play it by ear. Whoa, stay. Whoa. See, spinning it that way, maybe he won't even notice when he gets home from work tonight. Fingers crossed. But I think that will definitely help it out. And stick these guys in a gallon jug of water and see if they do anything. If not, they'll go out in the compost pile. So I was going to use his 5-gallon fish bucket to put these guys in. Yeah, I thought better of it. I was going to use his 5-gallon fish tank bucket to put these yuccas in. I thought better of it. Then he'd be really mad. But so I'll use the watering bucket for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll get a 5-gallon bucket out of the greenhouse. The cats will have fun with this. So, we'll just wait and see. Life is fun. Gotta experiment more often. And take scissors to this to remove all the dead foliage, but I have enough of a mess doing the ivy today. So that's the fun of watering and taking care of my hidden jungle in the house. I know I didn't water the big palm, and it's probably due. We just transplanted it, but it's in a really, really shallow drip tray, so it's gonna definitely overflow if I give it a little water. So I'll be picking up a bigger, better drip tray for it this week, and then I can water it heavy and get it to take off. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video on how I take care of my inside jungle. I know you've been hearing the babies peeping in the background probably, so let's go over and take a quick look at the baby chicks. And Mom probably heard me say, let's go look at the baby chicks, and now has them all hidden underneath her. Oh no, she's gonna share. Look at those sweet little babies. They're all between a week and a half old, and you can definitely tell which ones are the week and a half and which ones are the week. And there is one, he's hiding under Mom right now, but he just, for lack of a better term, crows. So maybe he's my rooster. Where are you at, little talker? He's one of the black and white ones, and he's got the spot on the back of his head. And if his sibling would get out of his way, you can see him right back there behind Mom. But that little guy, he's a talker. And the little buff colored one in front is going to be my Silky. And then those three in front of that one are the black Silkies that I got from the feed store. And then there's that little lone guy. He's not one of the Silkies. He's the last one that hatched out. He's just staying tiny, tiny. And then we got these guys here. They're becoming so pretty. So I'm gonna end today's video right here. Going to be going up to my mom and dad's today. We'll get a little video from up at their place. Spoke to my oldest daughter Becky today. She and Mitchell and Duncan, the three adults, are doing really good. Alec, the baby, is at the stage everything goes into his mouth. And my little Declan is having some toddler yanks at 3.5 in a new place, but he'll get through them, and because he's a good boy. So belated birthday wish to both Becky and Mitchell. Yesterday was their birthday. You're going to be watching this on the 21st, so they're spring babies born on March 20th. 2 years, 2 hours, and 46 minutes apart. Couldn't figure out what to get a 2-year-old for her birthday, so I gave her a baby brother, and she loves him to death. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.